Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stormworks. So, as you can see, I've cleaned out everything. And since now I'm not going to be using an engine here, diesel engine, I'm not going to be using all the fuel down here either. So, rearranging a few bits and bobs. But what I will be doing is putting the reactor and all the essential pieces right down here. So in today's episode, we're going to convert this thing into a steam-powered nuclear vehicle. But first, a word from our sponsor. Water. So nukes, I'm familiar with. It's just balancing the steam pressure just right to make it work. That's the big key. So let's go ahead and first start with our rods. 9 is a healthy amount. Really heats up the water efficiently and does the trick. If you want to reduce the size, use 6. Anything less than 6, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to get the water nice and hot. Okay. This should conclude all that is needed for the reactor and heating element of it. So, yay! Let's go and get ourselves boil. There we go. Boy, gonna need water. Steam loop. Here we go. Steam is generated. Give me some pistons. Now, of course, the larger the piston, the more oomph. So hopefully this provides enough oomph to get this thing going at a nice speed, and it's okay. There's going to be a special technique we have to use. This is when things get interesting. Because you see, what I've learned working with steam and with all the different changes with steam is that what really matters is the volume of steam going through a system and how fast the steam moves through the system. That will determine how much power and how much speed these things are going to really go. Unfortunately, it is easy to put too much into a system, and I found the sweet spot. So 60 units of pressure. If you were to put a pressure sensor, all right, fluid pressure sensor, the number you need to watch out for is 6. At 60, things fail. Things will not move. Okay, 50 to 55, 50, maybe 52, 53 is the golden spot. Don't want to go past there, right? So with that in mind, if all you need is just plenty of steam, going through it fast, you do not need to actually finish the whole loop being turns to steam, goes to the system, gets condensed back to water, and then goes back in here. We don't need to do that. All we need to do is produce enough steam to have it go into our own special loop, let the thing do its work, and if it starts to grow and exceed past a certain point, which I have experienced, doesn't matter the valve, it will leak through the valves, I guess you can say. But if it reaches there, then we can release some pressure, and then that whatever additional steam that comes around will then be placed back in here to be condensed and reused. That's the steam strategy, I guess you can say. Let's see if we can get that going and make it work. So let's first go ahead and connect these bits here. There. Spreads out, goes into these pistons. Okay, so we have a loop. Bottom layers to go in, the top ones to go out. We're going to inhale a lot of steam. Okay, whoosh. So we need a valve. This is when things get interesting. So the valve here, on off, it leaks. All the valves here leak, which sucks, but it does. So even when this is closed, if pressure builds on this side, it will leak through. So with that in mind, I'm going to have on this end a variable valve that opens a little bit. This one will just be a simple on-off, I guess. Now this thing's here. We need to get the condenser then. Oh my gosh. When did you get so big? Bro. Hold up. You may just be able to work. Hey, you'll be alright. Water. Nice. Yeah. There. That's in. That's good. That's good. We're good. We're good. Here. What are we going to put here? Well, I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to use the cryo cooler. Maybe a little bit of refrigeration is all we need, assisting this refrigeration unit in dispersing heat away. Well, let's go and get a simple radiator then. So, this system, I gotta say, it's the most condensed I've ever made anything. It's impressive, though. I'm gonna say that. It's impressive. So let's follow the path here. Okay, water connected to this pipe. Yes, good, it is. Gets in here, steamed. U pumps are connected to fluid. That is good. Okay, here's a problem. Steam out. Well, there you go. Important thing to do. Always check your work. Any tradesman can tell you that. Anywho, so the steam goes in here. Nice. So hot water generates steam. Steam goes through this valve. Valve triggers pressure. Yada, yada, yada. Pumps suck in water. And, well, we have a problem already. Okay. Delivers steam. Comes into these two pistons. Works those pistons. Comes back around. It can go up and around. Back into the loop. But if it needs to leave, then it'll go out here. Go through here. You guys are very tight and compact. It's okay. That took an hour to build, pretty much, but that's only half of the situation. We get the microcontroller. And I'm going to leave that for the next episode. If you in general want to see more of my works and all this madness, go ahead, subscribe. And if you like what you're seeing here, go ahead and click the like button and let me know your thoughts and your creations and any tips and tricks you have when it comes to steam generation and nuclear power. It's always good to share information about how we can make better systems. Gotta make things better. In order to make things better, gotta work together. Doop, 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 doop. Anywho, that does it for me for now. My name is Edward, and this has been Stormworks.